Hey everyone, it's Lindsay from My Crafty Plans. Today I am going to be doing a 2020 memory planner spread. So this is my 2020 memory planner, which is an Aura Estelle A5 wide cloud planner. I'm still using a cloud planner, just in a different color with different inserts for 2021. You can check out all of those linked below. I have like a playlist of my 2020 spreads and of my 2021 spreads. But anyway, this is a catch-up spread from when I missed pretty much the last 2 months of the year, or a little bit more than that because of our move and construction and everything. So I have been going back periodically as I have the time to finish back planning it, and I have like 5 or 6 more weeks left in this planner, and I do plan on finishing them all hopefully by this summer. But anyway, this is going to be the week of November 16th. It's a few weeks after we moved and back into fall spreads here, and I will be using this kit from Scribble Prints Co called Autumn Nights. I love this. I think it's so cute. Really excited to be using this. I am going to pull in a bunch of rose gold foil. I feel like it would have gone with gold or rose gold, but I decided to go with rose gold. I guess there are some like kind of in between gold and rose gold accents, but it's like pretty mild, so I thought it would look kind of cute with both. Anyway, this is the kit. It is a mini kit, and I do have, it is like an old format. Andrea's obviously done, I think, actually even a couple reformats since then, but you do get all of these little things, which is nice, and I'm sure I will be making use of those. You do have date covers and just like kind of this solidish washi. And yeah, I also have the glitter headers and the label sampler, which like the glitter headers are now included in the newest format, even for the mini kits, and the label sampler has gotten like an upgrade as well. So this is a very old format. But anyways, I am just going to pull out these pages and jump in. So I am getting started with date covers from Rose Colored Days. This week overall, I was just super busy with work, and I talked a lot about that in my last memory spread, which from this planner, like my last 2020 catch-up spread, and that one actually just went up earlier this week, so you can check that out if you want to hear more about some. Well, I mean, I don't really talk about specifics because I don't really talk about the specifics of my work, but I was just really busy working on a couple different projects, and that's pretty much the only thing that went on this week. Like seriously, when I get to the day by day, it's like work, meeting, house thing randomly thrown in there because we were still in the middle of construction. So I thought rather than that, I would just talk a little bit about the setup for the spread and also do some questions. I got some questions. I put up like a thing on my Instagram. You can always leave them in the comments below or just message me on Instagram if you have something that you want me to answer. I'm always looking for topics to just randomly talk about. But anyway, I actually had a lot of fun with this format, and I thought like this kit format, I know it's been like updated since then, and actually the last Scribble Prints Co kit that I bought, which I haven't used yet, I ended up buying the full kit because I was worried like that the new mini kit is not big enough, but this was actually a really good sized kit with all of those little things that don't have icons like directly on them, which I much prefer. I thought that I had like a nice amount of stuff. Plus it's really nice because the little things, if you use the little things with a half box, you can still fit 3 things in. And I like to like mark something that's like a half box occasion in a half box, but I often need more space than that because I have a lot of things to mark. That wasn't really the case this week just because I had so much work stuff, and I don't like get super into the details of like work stuff in here because it's like a memory planner. It's not, used for forward planning. But yeah, anyway, and I actually loved both of the fashion girls in this kit, which I haven't been like doing a lot of fashion girls in my spreads lately, but if you have been with this channel for a while, you've probably heard me say before, I am such a sucker for a back of the head girl. Like I just love a back of the head girl. And then the coffee girl was so cute too. So I really love that. And I also had a really nice floral washi that matches this, and you know that I love to match a floral washi with a spread because that is so satisfying, and I love this one. The background is like a little bit of like a parchment-y color, and it's like very fall vibes. I don't know, I just love it. Anyway, so I was really happy, and I just love the way this came together. I'm going to use rose gold like tape overlays, roll tape overlays, whatever they're called, and it's going to take me forever to put them down because I find them so difficult to work with. I love them and I feel like they're a really good value, but I feel like I end up ripping like a third of them and I find them very difficult to work with. So I'm going to struggle through that, and while I struggle through that, I will answer some questions. I don't really remember, like I didn't write down who asked them or anything, but definitely if you have more questions, let me know in the comments below. I'm always looking for them. But anyway, the first one was like, what TV show or book do you wish you could watch again without ever having seen it before. Like, you know, that like great first time reading, watching feeling. So to recapture that, I actually think at first I was thinking Lord of the Rings is like the thing that most jumps to mind. Probably the movies. Like, I really like the books too, but there's just like the books are really dense. And they're some of my favorite movies, and I just like remember the first time I ever saw one, and just that would be amazing. Like if I could watch those again for the first time. But also I was thinking TV show wise, I was watching the Downton Abbey movie the other day, and I think that I would love to watch that again from the beginning. I rewatch the show like all of the time. If I can't find anything to watch and I really like don't want anything heavy and I just want to relax, I can't watch the first 2 seasons, but like from season 3 on, because like I found like Mary so unlikable in the first season, and I don't really like the war stuff. I'm looking for something like much more like light and drama free. So watching like the later seasons especially, I love that. And the movie, which like the movie, I made my dad go to the movie with me, and he hadn't really like watched all of the show or anything, and he was just like, this is so fun. There's like he's like, there's absolutely no conflict in this movie. I don't think I've ever seen a movie with so little conflict that was so enjoyable. Like there's like nothing, like it's just so low stakes. Like it's very, very low stakes, and I absolutely love it for that. So I'm really excited that there's going to be another movie. I think there is going to be another movie, because that is definitely I'll get to experience that first time watch again. Anyway, and then my next question was, what do you do for self-care? Or what's your favorite thing to do for self-care? And the like really honest answer is my absolute favorite thing to do for self-care is like to make my husband or a grandparent take all of my children and just get them away from me for a little while. A couple hours on a weekend day, whatever, a whole day would be amazing. We're not quite at that level yet because I am still nursing the baby, but just like so I really just very much treasure my kid free time. Not that I don't absolutely love my children and love being with them, but that is my super honest answer. During the week, I take like a lot of baths. I really like the bath. I actually really like the shower too. We have like the jets in the shower and it gets like really steamy, and I do love that. I chill out with my planners, that kind of stuff. But yeah, the best thing for recharging my batteries is having my kids, is the knowledge that my children are awake and with someone else, like not nap time, free time, just like the knowledge that someone else is taking care of them. That's really good for my psyche. Anyway, if that doesn't sound too horrible, I do absolutely love my kids. Anyway, on Monday, I just did a whole lot of work. I had 2 different calls. I had some calls this week that were like really long, like in-depth slide reviews or like collaboration type meetings, which is not something I usually do. I was working on like this really big project for a client that I hadn't done work for in a while, and it was like part of this very, very large consulting engagement that they were on, and I was just contributing to part of it, but and like as part of that, some of it was like idea pitching and different things like that. So it was a really cool project, and it was really interesting, and it went really well, and it ended up leading to some other projects for me, which is great. But I was on the phone and on like the Zoom or whatever a lot this week. I say like the Zoom, but like it's really like different companies use different things. I feel like I have like 7 different video conferencing apps on my computer, and I like never turn my video camera on, like unless I absolutely have to, like if everybody is like doing it and I get peer pressured into doing it. But otherwise, camera off. You do not need to see my face, especially if we're all looking at slides together. But yeah, anyway, that was pretty much it for Monday. We were also buying curtains for the house at this point, which we had like this woman come and like pitch us this super, super expensive curtains. And then we just ended up not doing that and ordering them at Home Depot and having our contractors install them. And it saved so much money, and they look super nice. So I am really glad that we did that. Anyway, on Tuesday, my mother-in-law came over. She was helping out with the kids, and she also brought me a coffee, which was super nice. And I totally forgot that was a thing that happened, and it made me smile when I saw it written down in my notes. So that's great. I just did a bunch of work. I had some calls, and we were still dealing with that tile drama, where we had gotten someone else's tile order by accident, and they didn't realize it because it was like so similar to all our tile, and all the counts were off, and they couldn't figure out how to like get the tile laid. And then finally they figured it out that we had the wrong tile. So yeah, it was not our problem. But anyway, that eventually got resolved this week. And yeah, and then more of the same on Wednesday. I had another meeting. We met with the electrician for our house. We were having like these intermittent problems where like the lights kept flickering after they did the work, and it took so long to resolve. It was actually ended up being one of the last things that got resolved. There ended up being like a bad wire coming into the house, not like into the box in the basement that provides electricity to the house, not like coming out of the box, which like first they switched all of these other things, but anyway, it got resolved eventually and our lights no longer flicker, so that's good. But yeah, and then that night I just like chilled out, and I've been like so busy this week, and you know, it was just kind of more of the same and more of the same. On Thursday, I took the kids to my dad's house while we were doing construction. I did that like pretty much once a week. I mean, we still go there sometimes now when our cleaning people are here, and a lot of times on the weekend. But we were doing that as more of a way to like, you know, when school was closed, or when I have my son not at school, just like taking them there so that the guys could get some downstairs work done if they needed to, etc. You know, but anyway, and this week my dad's like not super helpful with childcare, and he's also like still working, and he's working from home. So, but between the two of us, we can usually figure it out. Plus, just like the newness of the space, that's not like the same space that the kids are always in. I feel like that always helps like reset attitudes and have fun, and they like go around and look for like change. They really like to play with coins. I don't know. Kids are weird, man. So they like and go find, like, my dad always says like he lets them in his bedroom and then he like finds things he never knew he had because the kids just find it somewhere, and he's like found watches that he didn't know he had and all kinds of like weird stuff that he's just like accumulated that's like hiding in some drawer somewhere. So, you know, kids will find all kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, that was pretty much it for that day. I just hung out with my husband. We got some pho takeout, I mean, like Vietnamese noodle soup, one of my faves. And then on Friday, again, we worked all day, and then they finally resolved the tile thing on this Friday, and we got our correct order, and then they were able to lay like all of the tile in like one day. So yeah, that was just, couldn't figure out what was going on. Anyway, I took a bath that night, and I am going to actually put some deco down. Or did I already do that? No, I already put the deco down. That was on Friday. Wow, I'm like super off. Anyway, then on Saturday was actually my dad's birthday. And apparently we had something for him at our house on Sunday, but I have no recollection of this event happening or being a thing. But yeah, apparently everyone came to our house on Sunday. When I say everyone, I mean like my immediate family that we've been seeing this whole time, because, you know, we're still not seeing people except for our family. But anyway, apparently we had a birthday celebration for him, which that was really nice of us. And we baked him cupcakes. I do not remember this like at all, like not even a little bit. And I remember like so many other random specific things for this week. Like I remember my mother-in-law bringing me coffee, and I like remember being so happy that she brought me this coffee. And she doesn't drink coffee at all, so she like stopped, but she was like running to get a breakfast sandwich or something, and she stopped and got me a coffee. And I was just like, but I don't remember hosting a party or birthday event for my dad, so, you know, whatever. Anyway, other than that, more of the same. No sleeping. The baby was still in like our bedroom at this point because the upstairs wasn't finished, and my husband and I were like mostly sleeping on the sofa bed, which was horrible. And I'm really glad that was over, that is over. And I was just like, my husband and I, like, we struggle to share a king size bed, and like being on a sofa bed together, it's just like, honestly, it was not an ideal situation. And I guess on this Sunday, I actually finished watching Schitt's Creek, like all of it, because before I watched the last season on Netflix, which took me forever to do, I decided to rewatch the whole show from the beginning. And so I watched because like, what else am I going to do? So I rewatched the whole show from the beginning. I took like a bunch of breaks in the middle, and also my husband doesn't really watch it, so he'll watch like the occasional episode with me, but like, so it took me months to do, and then I finally did watch like the season finale of the last season that Sunday. So yeah, it's a really funny show. If you haven't watched it, I'm sure you already have, because I think everybody has seen the show at this point and probably finished it before I did. But yeah, anyway, that is pretty much it for this week. I'm just finishing up with a little bit of washi in the few blank spaces, and like a couple of little pieces of deco from the kit, and some little sparkles and stuff as well. And that is everything. So if you have more questions that you want me to ask, I know I already said this like a billion times, but leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you in the next one. Okay, that is everything all finished up. I absolutely love how this looks. So gorgeous, such amazing, amazing fall vibes. I love all that rose gold foil. My favorite, let me show you what I have left. I did use all of the full boxes, a regular amount of glitter headers. I do have some little things left, but I did use most of the functional stuff in the kit. Besides the little things, I do have a few things here and there left since you do get so many little things in this format. This is not the latest Scribble Prints Co format, and I did use some of the deco. So definitely check out her website. She posts really good pictures of like everything that's included. But yeah, this is not the latest format. There's been, I think, some reformats since then. And I did also have half the bottom washi and the date covers left, but I did absolutely destroy that page cutting the bottom washi apart. But anyway, that is everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. I'd love it if you'd subscribe and check me out on Instagram at mycraftyplans to keep up with everything going on in my planners. Bye.